close. It's French for, I think, fucked. I haven't decided yet, though. Did I need to announce to anybody that I was gay? Did the pink shirt not give it away? Was anyone wondering over here if this was a 13-year-old lesbian on stage? Yes! Thank you. No, I haven't quite gone through puberty yet, but I'm still a man. And don't look for my balls over here. They're somewhere inside there. My family took it really well. My grandmother cried and then took me to a priest, which was good because I needed practice on my knees. So it's very I know. I really like the wafers. That's all it is. I don't have, but everyone's talking about their penis size. I don't really talk about it. I just have a monocle for it so I can see things with it. Like, crabs. I'm like, holy shit. Oh. My dad is a chemist. He taught me when I was 6. It was really wonderful. I learned how to do so many great things, like baking and measuring. Sure, it was a meth lab, but the point being is, I needed a trade at 6. Can you burn down a whole house in 30 minutes? I can, and get away with it. He's a really great guy, though. He's in prison right now. It's wonderful. He sent me an 8-ball for my birthday. I was so excited because that's all I want. I shook it and it said, snort me, and I was like, holy God! And then I shook it again and it said, I killed River Phoenix, and I just threw it out the door like that. And then my neighbor, who's a whore, snorted it, so she has that face, everyone's has a friend or someone they know who has that face that you're like, God, how many blowjobs have you given in your young adult life? I'm not saying that she's that bad, I'm just saying more people have visited inside her legs than a 7-Eleven. When I call her, she doesn't know what time zone she is. But it's really good, so it's great. My grandmother is a functioning alcoholic, but she's unsure of it. Good example, when I was staying with her when I was 14, and if it gives you any idea that I'm white trash, this should just clear up any misconceptions. She was like, she drinks Natty Light. Anyone here drink Natural Light? No, because it tastes like piss, that's why. If it was given to Jesus when he was on the cross, he'd be like, no thanks, I'd suffer more. So she was like, now Wayne, for Christ's sake, get the tall cans. You have to understand, she's from Swedish immigrants, and they moved to Kansas. I don't know why. And then they came up here. So he gets the tall cans, the big 16-ounce cans, and she's like, oh, for Christ's sakes, Wayne, why'd you get the tall cans? And he's like, well, Kathy, I guess you won't be drinking. Well, don't be ridiculous. Of course I'll be drinking the fucking tall cans. Mikey, go get me one. I didn't even know what they were. Can I have one? Sure, drink up with me. We'll watch DIY together. It's great. She's learning to build birdhouses. My mother is a really wonderful person. I love her dearly. I think, though, she messed up a little bit. She had me at 16, and people always ask me, well, how did that happen? Well, she grew up in a small town, so I go, well, the Dairy Queen closed at 8? I'm not going to ask how my mother had sex. I'm Catholic. I'm going to assume it was Immaculate Conception 3 times, and that we're just true descendants from Virgin Mary. I did ask her one time, did you ever drop me? Because this is why I'm so messed up. And she told me, well, honey, that would require me to hold you. Some people do ask me, well, why are you gay? Which cracks me up. So this is my response to them. Well, my mom slept with a white guy without asking me first. And I wanted to be a minority, so I just like to get discounts at restaurants. I'll have a seizure if necessary, flat out. Adrian! It is hard to explain how much I love my mom, and sometimes I think, how can I explain this? Because I never know how. And I just do it in one way. I was taking her out to Mother's Day. This is a couple years ago. She runs a gas station. We're driving by the gas station. We're going to go to brunch. She looks at her gas prices, notices they've changed, and she's been gone for the weekend. So she calls up her employee. Hey, Jake, what's up? Sounds completely normal, nicest lady you'll ever meet. About this tall. Not as tall as the guy who introduced me. Except her dick is bigger, so. Don't ask me how I know this, okay? So he's like, well, Karen, Chevron changed theirs. And she was like, well, we don't compete with Chevron, Jake. Okay, remember anyone see Terminator 2? I know that most of you are, well, this lady's really young, but some of you guys, maybe a little needle here. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. So he was like, well, I don't know why we compete. Well, why did you change the gas prices, Jake? And he didn't answer. And so he's like, I guess I just thought that was the right thing to do. So she said, and I quote, I'm not making this up, well, in case you forgot or in case you need a reminder, let me remind you. And then all of a sudden my mother turned to Samuel L. Jackson and went like this, I'm the motherfucking head bitch in charge! You get your ass down there and change it. I bought her a whole box of mimosas if I could for that. Because that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the mom that everyone should have. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Make sure you tip your bartenders and servers, because I did it for 10 years, and it fucking sucks.